We are here, we are here, we are here. What is an amazing day. Everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. Disclaimer, I am not a professional. Please watch these videos at your own risk. These videos are entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Hey guys, we are marking up BX. Let's take a look at what's going on in the market. We are in a monthly time frame. You can clearly see market is in that uptrend. Price action. Let's take a look at what's going on. Price action, last candle in the market is a bearish candle, is actually a hammer. Second last candle is a doji. We want price action to engulf the doji, even a wick if it can, to push down further. If it doesn't break the wick and close out below the wick of the body, that means we have to wait till the second candle to form to see what that's going to do. We're going to walk down the time frame and see what's going on in that market. So far, price action highs. Price action lower lows. So midpoint in the middle. Market price is coming from area. We have it could be a single top and a retest, or we may identify a double top and a retest. And then sometimes this third one may be connected. If I say double top and retest or single top and retest, as we walk down the market, so price action is actually sitting. Price action is actually sitting on second level highs. We can see where the market touched at that area. So we're going to see the market's going to respect this area and push back up. So that means it'll be the break and retest of that structure. Or we'll see the break. We're looking for a retest. It could happen here, it could happen lower. And that market pushes down. Last but not least, we get that consolidation in that area between the highs and second level highs. Let's walk down the time frame, headed down to the weekly time frame. Let's go back one more time. We also have a structure here, double bottom, first, second, third, fourth. Market pushed up, retest. Market pushed up, retest again. Market pushed up. Multiple, a lot of retests in that area. So all these areas was retested. So we'll probably identify that on a lower time frame, at least a few of them. So let's head down the time frame, headed down to the weekly now. So what's identified in the market is a double top and retest. I thought it was going to be, I did say single top and retest or double top and retest. I wasn't sure. I thought this third area here was going to be spiked up high enough to match this, which would make it three to push it to the top. Just because this market, this peak is low, this doesn't count. So we're paying attention to short out the structure. First leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, retest, market push down. So we can see we're coming from an overall structure pattern, which would be 1, 2, 3, triple top, or you can call it the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. We have the head and shoulder pattern right in front of us. Okay, so we can see that market push down second level lows, got a spike down right at that midpoint at second level lows, second level highs. So we got to see what's going on in the market. What's going on in the market? So we're going to see if the market's going to respect this area or not. Price action having actually consolidated. We got side-by-side candles. Price action candles are huge, big size doji. Second last candle is a inverted hammer, bearish hammer. And then we can set market side by side. So we can see that consolidation as we walk down that time frame. Price that I get sitting on something could be breaking. I'm not going to mark this up on here. We're just going to walk down the time frame and then mark it out. I feel like it's going to look a little funny while we walk down just because we're market structure at. Okay, now identify it. Market's doing a break and retest. We got the break, market came back to retest at that low of that second level low. And so if you think about putting an SR line here, trying to read the pattern, market could do multiple things. Market did reach back up to the high. Price action candle is a bullish candle. Okay, market's working its way up. Second last candle did engulf the previous, so this is why this market pushed up. So we're looking for market to reach somewhere in this area here, near the SR line that we at currently right now. We don't know if this price of this wick is respecting this area for that market to push down. If it does, that means we are in a downtrend And then we'll be looking for, we got a pattern here as well. We'll be, it could be the first leg, second leg, third leg. Market push down for that fourth. If it pushes all the way down, we look for a break and retest for that market to go further down. If that market is respected for an uptrend, we look for that market to do the first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg. Okay, all together, you can see that market. Market did spike down twice at that area. If it does happen like that, and we know when the market comes back to this, we look for a break and retest for that market to work its way up. Headed down to the 4-hour. Price action side by side with the second to last candle. They both are inverted hammers. So there's a pattern. Market's retesting, and let's draw it out. So we have a single bottom and a retest, but we can call it could be a decline double bottom. You look at it like this: first leg, second leg, third leg. Market pushed up fourth, retest. Market pushed up again, retest. So with me just doing that, it almost looks like as we walk down that structure, we'll see identify type of inverted head and shoulders pattern. Also near price action is a pattern is forming itself here because we're waiting for a breakout. So if you connect the wicks together and you connect the bodies together, we can see that market's in a wedge pattern. So as we walk down this time frame, you're going to see that market's going to probably be bouncing back and forth, or maybe just working its way up to a higher incline. But we will see that area start stopping at that resistance, and we could probably tag that here now. So we'll see that range that this market is in as we walk down further. So headed down to 3-hour, side by side, market is consolidating, side by side candle. So what this is, market is, let me clear this off. Headed back to the 3, side by side candles. So what the market did, came to a resistance, spiked up once, spiked up twice, spiked up 3 times. Market's just hanging out at that high. And we can see that double bottom that's forming, it came from that bottom here that pushed up the market. It's going to be another double bottom here as we walk down because it's a retest candle. So it's first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, retest, market pushed up, retest, market pushed up, and then market spiked this area 4 times now. So we should be looking for some dojis to be forming unless we get an engulfing pattern. Also, we can clearly see that wedge pattern that's happening in that area, connect the wicks, connect the bodies. We can see that market getting very tight as we keep walking down this time frame. Headed down to the 1 hour, look at that wedge pattern is getting tighter and tighter. So we're looking for that engulfing pattern to happen. See how many times that market did spike. Overall structure, first, second, it's the retest, market spiked up, retest, market spiked up, retest, market spiked up. Multiple pushes to this high. We did re-speed 1, 2, 3, 4 pushes so far. I would take 3 of these candles out because it wasn't high enough. So we got about 3 pushes to the top, about a retest. So market basically broke up, retest, and just stopped at an area. Looks like it's at the middle of that area of range near price. So it could be the middle of the middle. Headed down to the 45. Consolidation, extension of candle, side by side, price action candle. Last candle market is a doji. Market's consolidating sideways. Identifying on the 30 as well. Market's consolidating sideways. Doji as well. Headed down to the 15-minute. Now we're getting some type of inverted hammer. We're getting a hammer, but we don't have that engulfment for that hammer for the second last candle. Body of that wick, or maybe we may have to wait for the second candle to form to push that market down. But market's still in consolidation, even though we have a hammer sitting there. Now we can identify a whole bunch of dojis in this area here. So market is working its way for the decline, but it's having issues breaking this area over here. So once we get that break, we look for that break and retest. If that market's going to shoot down. If not, market respected this area how many times? Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So we got one more time for that market to spike that area. If it does, that market could turn right back around. If it doesn't break that last time, one more time to go. And now we can see a break and retest of that resistance. The market is still in the range of that consolidation due to the wicks. That's on the second, third, fourth, and 7th candle. Headed down to the first. Multiple pushes to that top. Look at the pattern. First leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, retest. Market's like as a triple top. Retest the bottom. That market get that engulfing to the downside. That market's working its way up. Okay.